My name is Harry. I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is February 16, 2026. It is exactly 5:30 on the dot. This is video number 2. Video number 1 was on PYTE. I was talking about Harry, Meghan, Queen Latifah, who were at the NBA All-Star game. All right. Oh, I just remember one of the videos I need to upload. So in this video, we're gonna focus on what are we gonna focus? The leftovers. All right, there's a lot to share with you, so let's get going. But I'm gonna start with this first, and then this one will be next. Let's pause. I brought this up specifically because of what we see happening here. Otherwise, I would not put it in this video, because I already did videos regarding the Obamas. If I had seen it before, I would have put it on the other video. Maybe I could still do it since I haven't edited yet. But let's see here. Let me read the caption. I never understand how American went from Barack Obama to Donald Trump. Me too. I don't understand it either. This is what happened with the mind. Many minds are very hollow. They like, I don't know, empty. Anything that they see that I cannot explain. Because we saw the first Trump presidency. We saw what he did. I don't understand. I really don't. All right. From dignity, empathy, and competence to grievance, cruelty, and chaos. And this is I did a long rant on my last recording, even though we were talking about Harry and Meghan. It was supposed to be a quick video, but I went on a long rant. In that video, I was saying the country as a whole needed to go through what we are facing right now. My sympathy to those who have lost their lives due to unnecessary cruelty, and the immigrants who worked their butt off to have the little that they had. But as a whole, the country had to go through it, because many people fail to see the humanity of things, and the country have been at peace within the country. But some racists have done their own thing. But as a whole, when countries attack another, that's what I mean by that in terms of peace. But there have been conflicts within the United States. African American will tell you a lot about that. Okay, they never stop chasing them. But in the grandstand of things, in terms of war, the country have been at peace from within. But some people refuse to live in peace. If they don't bother someone else, they don't feel happy. So the country had to go through it. Immigrants who left their country for whatever it is they were running away from, but yet they advocate, even though they were not qualified to to vote. And I mentioned that some people were here legally, they have their green card, but it was a choice. They did not want to become a citizen for whatever reason it may be. It was a choice for them to remain just a legal resident. They did all the paperwork, whatever it is that they need. They're working, they own their stuff. Some of them have their shop, their houses, cars, whatnot, pay taxes and everything. But they did not want to become a citizen. So which prevent them from participate in the electoral college to vote. But yet some of them advocate, even though they cannot vote, but they advocate, they persuade others to vote for what we have now. This is the thing I don't understand. So the country had to go through that. I consider it as a cleansing to wake up some people. The empathy, the humanity of them need to be there in order for the country to move forward. Okay, many times I say I don't understand how we come from Obama to that. I don't. Okay, let's start all over. I never understand how America went from Barack Obama to Donald Trump, from dignity, empathy, and competence to grievance, cruelty, and chaos. It wasn't an accident. It was a backlash. Backlash to having a smart, principled, wildly popular black president who proved this country could be better. And some people couldn't stand it. And I think also as well, I don't think Vice President Harris lost. I think they stole it from her. Okay, so keep that in mind with what they did to the ballot boxes, a lot of things. And now they're trying to control the outcome. But anyway, let's focus on that. I went too long with this. The moment I saw this, I didn't watch the whole video, but the moment that I started seeing this, and then the mother stopped the baby, you will see later, I'm explaining my thought, pulled the baby's hand from the president's mouth. It reminded me of, remember when Harry was sitting on the bleachers watching whatever game he was watching, and one of the Invictus, the baby was eating the popcorn. One of the things that I said when I saw that video, the mother saw the baby was putting her hand in the popcorn. I understand this is a baby. She doesn't know any better. I fully understand that. But as an adult, this is how the teachable moment usually happen. In the moment, there is no blueprint or a book to say, okay, 1, 2, 3, this is how you're supposed to raise your kid. There's none of that. It's when your kids act in the moment, this is where the discipline come up, because you know better. So when I saw the baby put his or her hand in Harry's popcorn, Harry didn't mind, as you can see through the video. I don't have the video right now, but if you know what I'm talking about, you'll understand. Harry understands this is a baby. Both adults, the mom, the parents, and Harry, they know this is a baby. She doesn't know any better. However, as a parent, this is where you have to tell the baby, no, don't do that. That's not yours. You don't put your hand in somebody else's thing, food or plate or popcorn. Okay? Then if Harry said, okay, you could have some, give that permission, you will understand. All right? But what's the mother here? This is the difference here. I know it's completely different. It's not food. It's not anything. This is where the teachable moment comes into play. This is the only reason I'm showing this video, but I'll let it play. I think it's a small clip of that moment, okay? But I'll let the rest play completely. Okay, I muted. Okay, so there's the baby. All right, there's the mom. You see, the mom pulled the baby's hand. All right, so that's that. Superman. Is he talking? Can you hear? Oops, I muted it. Okay, you could hear his voice in the background, but whatever, the music is too loud. I still have to mute it. Oh my God, he's playing with the kids. There's a video of can you hear that one? Of Trump during his first presidency. He went to a classroom. The kids were running and crying. Oh, Girl Scout. Oh my goodness, that is cute. He was a community advocate, so he knows how this is. I like that one. The baby was crying, and when he took the baby, he's like, you see? Watch his face. He's like, It's like I could make the baby stop crying. There is still a light. Okay, the music is too loud. Alright, so that was nice. Let's see here, there's more. Let's pause this. This was beautiful. 28 seconds. Let's listen.
One day.
So there's the music, forget it.
When the
oh, what is that? Okay, I don't want to focus on that. All right, pretty much is this I wanted to share with you, and I spent oh my god, where's the video? Okay, I spent 10 minutes already. Looks like I might have 2 parts to it because I already spent too much in one video. All right, KKAte. That woman really wanted her husband brother, huh? Meaning that, okay, she's making reference without naming any name. She's making reference to KKAte, who wanted Harry. Okay, that woman really wanted her husband brother, huh? Him leaving truly broke her heart because she breathed like a bitter ex. Not enough trees, not enough trees in the forest that can cure her. All right, I hope you find therapists that can help you. A very sick and freaky woman. Even Camilla can't match evilness. Nah, Camilla is way up there. LOL, they keep proving they never welcome or accept Meghan, and she thought Harry would like her for being mean to the woman he loved. Not trees in the forest. I guess when they're saying olive branch. Next one. Alright, so let's see here.
kind of.
Okay. Good morning, Brits struggle while Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor share confidential government docs with convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. We pray for their protection while he's protected. The British people deserve answers. Why is one rule for them, another for us? Okay, I don't think I've edited that video yet, which I recorded a day and a half ago. Yeah, you have... I understand every countries have their own spies for their own security reason. How many Brits who risked their lives to get whatever information that the UK had, and this guy just went probably sell it? When you see, I spoke about this. This is my opinion about what probably took place. They probably were tag teaming, while Andrew probably sell the information, okay, carry out the information, and then when Charles go and meet that person, they give Charles the money. Because if they see Andrew with the money, they most likely will investigate Andrew more. But Charles, who is the king, that's a different story. You see, the moment that they saw a bag full of cash, they started the investigation, and next thing you know, they didn't see anything wrong. Investigation disappear. Okay. Let's see here. So what are the police waiting for? A minute and 29 seconds. Screenshot, okay?
What kind of highly privileged information was Andrew allegedly sharing with people like Epstein?
Morning to you both. Reports suggest that this, as you say, is sensitive, confidential information that he shared, trade information relating to his time as a UK trade envoy. Essentially, the suggestion is that it's emails, briefing notes that he shared with Jeffrey Epstein from trips to places like Singapore, Hong Kong, Vietnam as well, trips when he was representing the British government. And this has led to Sir Vince Cable, who was business secretary at the time that these emails were allegedly shared around 2010 and 2011. Sir Vince Cable has said that there should now be police checks on exactly what has happened here. He has said that the police or the director of public prosecution should check on whether or not there's criminal corruption taking place here, and also called for a government investigation into how exactly this was allowed to happen. As we know, Thames Valley Police at the moment are assessing claims that he has shared confidential information within his role as a UK trade envoy. They are discussing that with the Crown prosecution at the moment as to whether or not they should progress with a full criminal investigation, but we should stress Andrew has consistently denied any wrongdoing here.
What do you think he was gonna say? Oh, I did this the same way he didn't know Virginia Goffrey. So why did Ed Davey get caught accepting a donation from the Chinese at the time while they were in power with the coalition with the Tories? The same happened with Labour at the same time. Why just blame Andrew when they were happy to receive something? You could pause and read. Alright, too long, and I have too much to share with you. You could pause and read these. Okay, too much. Many of these tweets will require one video to just dissect and do completely overhaul, but too much. Andrew was widely regarded as Queen Elizabeth's favorite son, a bond considered particularly close. Andrew enjoyed a special position and was considered the son who, in the eyes of the Queen, had for a long time never done anything wrong. The teddy bear prince. Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor is innocent. There's all of that, okay? You could pause and read. Let's go to the next one. Sussex squad regarding Kitty. Okay, next tweet. Kitty trying to force Meghan to get the bridesmaid dresses remade was her failed power play. They're talking about when Meghan and Harry were getting married, and then Kate was acting like a freaking bridezilla as if the wedding was hers. The way it was done was diabolical. Hold onto the dress for a month, then demand all the dresses be remade and show up with your own team to take over. Cry when you don't get your own way, then lie about it. It's even more evil, watching the world above her for her audacity. Her audacity still shocked me. Party pieces princess thinking she should control what another woman does at her wedding. She promised Sarah Burton she would be the one to design the dresses and was shocked she wasn't allowed to get her way. Imagine inserting yourself like that at someone else's wedding. Really? But I thought she didn't want to share her fashion contact. There's that. And the funniest part, she really thought the stylish lady wanted her fashion contact. Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure the stylish one was like, please keep them. Because that would have felt more like a punishment than a favor. True. All this, they're making reference during Harry and Meghan's wedding. I think it was all about getting her to cancel the wedding after the Thomas failed attempt to get her to cancel. I don't think that was the case with the dresses. Well, they were trying every angle, pretty much. I think they were trying every angle. But, Harry and Meghan could have told the family if it was becoming too overwhelmed. Okay? Harry and Meghan could have told the family, we're not getting married. And then guess what? Harry and Meghan, similar to what they did privately, but the priest or whatever his name was when they did before the wedding, and do a separate wedding, maybe in Canada, just privately with their friends, bring a priest and do their thing in the backyard, and that would be it. They could have done that. But they were trying to walk on a fine line. And even that big wedding, they told them they didn't want it. Okay, that's the worst thing of it all as well. Harry and Meghan told them they did not want that big wedding. But they insist. They, meaning the royal family, or probably, what do you call them? Harry's family wanted it. Because they saw the potential of getting, to make money off of it, which they did. The country made a lot of money during that wedding. But Harry and Meghan did not want it. When you see the derangers saying, oh, they spent that much this, that much that. Well, they did not want it. The royal family want that huge wedding, the carriage, the security. Probably that was what the royal family paid for. But everything else was Meghan. Her dress and everything else. I'm wondering if Meghan still have her dress, because at some point they did took it from her and put it somewhere for people to come and pay and to look at it. Let's finish what's there. She has about as much power as a dead battery. This is a small little thread here. I think it was all about getting her to cancel the wedding after the Thomas failed attempt to get her to cancel. I don't think that was the case with the dresses. I read the post about using Kate's designer. That makes sense now that I read that, but I do think it was more than the Thomas Markle situation that pointed to a plot to cancel the wedding. I think so. They were trying every angle for her to be frustrated and say, I'm not getting married. But the thing is that Harry and Meghan could have told them they're not getting married, but they could do their own thing privately, because from the get-go, they did not want that huge wedding. Next tweet. No, just no. What you're not going to do is, 1, abuse them when they were working hard for your monarchy. 2, abuse them when they left and were silent about the mean shit and gaslighting you did to them. Right. Is there a video? So she must be responding to something. Okay, she retweeted that. Continue to abuse them because they stopped being silent. Tell us that she's horrendous and that he's an idiot. Endanger their lives by stoking up hate and hostility against them and their home country while also removing their safe home and security. Only to turn around and ask them to come back to help you as their abusers survive from a lack of sparkle you have from when they left. And even then continue to abuse them all over again if they did come back. Fall back because it is not today, Satan, not ever. Alright, what is she responding to? Let's go to it. To the despicable Windsors, Harry and Meghan are not your fourth emergency service. Get comfy in the hell bed you tried to create for them. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone except the left behind. Everybody else but the left behinders. Alright, so she's responding to that as well. She took a screenshot. Member of the British government and some media commentators believe it would be positive for the monarchy if Meghan Markle and Prince Harry were to re-establish some kind of closer connection with the British royal family as a gesture to boost the public image of the royal institution. Okay, first of all, there's the Epstein thing that's going on. Parliament already said no, they're not gonna do anything about that. Okay? So, which means if Harry and Meghan go back, the papers will pick up as if they never left, similar to what they did to her during the Queen's funeral. And then everybody's gonna turn a blind eye and say, well, they left, they come back, that means they enjoy that. So, no. Because these people, they do not know any better. They will just pick up exactly where they went, they left off, and as if everything is normal. So there's no comment. Let's go back. So this is the squad who retweeted that. Let's see the comment here. There is no challenging the fact. Alright. All of the above, the brass neck of these shit houses to even contemplate, they are after making me use Tuesday language on a Sunday. Not today, Satan. Not any damn day. I'm laughing because she said she's using a Tuesday language on a Sunday. Oh, it's like when you're at work, you're starting to get the hang of the week, and then your coworkers are getting you pissed off. A Tuesday language on a Sunday. You know, when you go to church, you pray and things like that. I sort of get it, and I hope that's what she meant by that too. All right. Anyway, next tweet. This is Martin. I haven't seen some of his videos lately. Will's agony, y'all. The cancer that never was is back on the headline again. Moving on, Prince William, Earthshot Money, Jeffrey Epstein client, and Willie. Okay, so are they mentioning the cancer again? Let's listen to Martin. 1 minute and 33 seconds.
Morning friends, happy Sunday, how the heck you doing? I don't know whether the UK media actually realise this, but they are literally being used as an unpaid PR firm on behalf of the non-working British taxpayer-funded royal family. It's actually off the scale how much the media is manipulated and used by this family, but let's jump into this anyway. This is a story all about Kate's cancer, and we all know why Kate's cancer card is being regurgitated and reused yet again, because it's designed to deflect from the current crisis within the monarchy caused by Andrew, but supported by every single member of this family.
Oh my God.
And quite simply, the media want to set the narrative of what you viewer, of what you're supposed to believe about the royal family. But watch what they do, not what they say. The nicest thing the press can say about this couple is that they've been married 15 years and they're still in love. Well, I'm sorry, if you need to say that on a regular basis, there's something wrong with the prescription. There's something wrong with the language, and there's something wrong with the story. Because force feeding it to members of the public all over the world just feels a little bit odd. That's all I'm going to say. It's odd. The Epstein controversy continues. This family is going to be brought down by further revelations in 2026. Believe me. My opinion's not important. Excuse me. Yours is. Comments are open. Let me know what you think. Morning, friends. Happy Sunday. How the heck?
Let's see some of the comments here. His agony is having to sit by her. Probably. Everyone in the country know of several people who has had cancer and do not use it to generate sympathy, nor do they go on about it every occasion they get. It is far too heartbreaking to talk about most of the time. Walk on, Willie. Just more mainstream media really washing. Won't work though. There's some people who buy it. The Epstein list is in the news. The eating of children, drinking of children, blood, killing of adults, satanic Satan is well a part of it. They put this on the put page and the monarchy. I had enough. Look who they mixers. Infuriates me, having been through real cancer and having watched people I was in hospital with slowly pass away from this horrible disease. Someday the bogus story is going to be exposed to the public and the fallout is going to be damaging even for the innocent family members. Mark my word, the truth has a way of finding its way into the light. Alright, next tweet. I might have to do part 1 and part 2. I'm 27 minutes. This might be the last one for this video. Okay, there's more of Wank. Okay, I'll finish the William and Kate ones. Okay. Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell were invited to celebrate Prince William's 18th birthday, June 21st, 2000, alongside some other royal milestones. During the lavish event, the Queen was very animated and grabbed people to pull them onto the dance floor. What? When Prince Andrew's friend Ghislaine Maxwell brought pedophile Jeffrey Epstein to Queen Elizabeth's dance of the decades at Windsor Castle in 2000. You know what happened, all right? Either the Israel and the Russia, they know the royal family are into all of that. So they pretty much cater to them. The only difference is that what they have done is documented. They recorded it for future reference. Okay? So meanwhile, the royal family who are into all of that, they were having fun, enjoying it. Meanwhile, Ghislaine Maxwell and Epstein were just documenting. Just documenting. But the only thing I don't like about this is the manipulative, the abuse of children. Because many times, because it has been said before, but they brush it off, making the people who make the claims as if they were crazy about the eating of children, of eating human beings. There's people who have said they've seen it, but the media, because they control that, that's nothing. They brush it off. But now it's coming to light. It was a grand event hosted by the late Queen to celebrate several landmark birthdays in the royal family. Okay, it was a grand event. Okay, so there's all of that. You could pause and read. So that was this one, October 2024. Okay, you could pause and read. Jeffrey Epstein. I guess this is the list. Ghislaine Maxwell named among 800 other aristocrats in the program revealed by the Daily Mail. Okay, so there's all of that. Alright, note William was not at the party in person because he was studying for the exam, So that was in 2000. Alright, so you could pause and read. I don't know anything about... There was a party that... Oh, no, that's not it, because there was one he dressed like a military person. Looks like he had a long relationship with the British royal family. Ascot, same year. Okay, so there's that. Drip, drip, drip. Alright, let's move on. This one, Wank, overshadowing. I have one more I'm gonna add and then I'll do part 2. Foreshadowing. What happens if Prince William commits a serious crime? I remember that headline. Prince William's fate has been revealed if he is ever accused of a serious crime. February 28, 2024. Prince William and the rest of the royal family continue to raise concern over the internal affairs within the palace with a slew of suspicious moves. Or maybe a sly leak. This came out after a suicide in the family, and suddenly Voyovat posted this. Yeah, was it around the time where one of his family husband died? They claimed that he shot himself or something like that. The royal family have shielded a felon and helped cover Andrew's association with Epstein. They are all complicit and guilty. Abolish the monarchy. We remember very well. Alright, so this is the last one. It's making reference to William and Kate, and then I'll do part 2. Okay, William and Kate are among the most coddled modern royals in existence. They don't work, they don't prep. And responses like this are one of the reasons they maintain huge chips on their respective shoulders. Alright? And responses like this are one of the reasons they maintain huge chips on their respective shoulders. There are many countries that will treat William, Catherine, and their children with a lot more kindness, courtesy, and respect than the UK does. I'm just saying. Okay. Must be Carol's burner. French Revolution sounds good to me. I'll bet you anything that same person act like they don't understand why Harry packed his family up and left. There's a rolling eye. Of course they do. Harry and his nuclear family were meant to become a father for Williams. That is what they mean when we use nice words like respect. Can you imagine what that same pleb will be saying now if this were Harry? Alright, so there's all of that. Alright, you could pause and read. So that is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. Oop, not here. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. So this is something I need to work on. I didn't do the thumbnails yet. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
Find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.